Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Rosy O, and today I'm gonna do a KitUp and chat. This painting is a gift. It's a gift I'm gonna give, well, to someone. So I'll show you all real quickly which canvas it is that I'm gifting, and then I'm gonna hide it away because I don't believe the person I'm gifting to watches my channel, but I kind of want it to be a surprise, and it's gonna be this canvas. It's called Coastal Window, and as you can see, it's a beautiful little vase with flowers and the beach in the back. I decided, yeah, let me kit up now because I want to give it to them further a couple months from now. So if I started now, I'll have time to just do it on the side. The canvas isn't that large. The size dimensions for it is 55.8 by 42.6. I know if I just work on it a bit every day, I can probably get it done in probably a month or two. The plot twist is I'm not going to give a review of the canvas till after I've given the gift, so it's going to be a couple months. But I do want to do the kit up and do a chat. I was going to do a whip and chat, but since I knew I was going to, start this gift, I'll do this as my chat as well. I'm going to change a bit how I'm going to kit up because, as you all could probably see, this is Elizabeth Ward storage. I usually do not use this container because I usually have paintings kitted up, but I actually found two of them that I had emptied out and changed the storage unit for that painting. So I did have some available. The issue I usually have with Elizabeth Ward's, I always run out of the small containers really quick. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to kit up based off of how large the packet is of diamonds. So for example, this one, as you can see, is kind of really full. So I want to see if I kind of measure it. I think it might fit in one of these. It might not take me as long as I usually take whenever I kit up. And some of my previous kit ups that I've done, ooh, apologies, that moved. I have done Elizabeth Ward storage, but oh my goodness, the video ended up being really long. So I decided, let me do it a little bit different. Usually I do it based off of the numerical order, but I'm going to see if maybe doing it this way might be a little faster. And this first wonderful color is 453, which really is funny because I got so used to always, as I say, keep them in an order that I just followed the line. But now that I'm going to try to do it based off of, how large the bag is, hopefully it's a little bit faster. So, and I noticed that, and I was originally going to try to do, oh, and I have a little bucket here on the side to select the trash. So if you hear me kind of tap anything, that's what's on the side. I believe I showed it last time in one of my previous kit up and chats. And yeah, I see the static in the bag. I was originally going to try the trick of putting them in the freezer a bit and then kit them up, but I kind of forgot. And I really wanted to kit up this painting. So let me just do my usual trick. The only thing that I find difficult whenever I kit up an Elizabeth Ward, I do not have a funnel for it. I know that there's some sold. I've seen one that's kind of large, and you actually clip it on top of the little container, or a smaller one too. You just clip it, and it works. And apologies if you hear a whole bunch of dumping everywhere. My neighbors are being neighbors. And yeah, the flooring in my apartment, if anybody walks around or anything, or even tap a wall, it sounds really, really loud. So sorry about that. I usually try to edit, but if you do catch it, that's what the little sound is. And oh, apologies. As I was saying, that's the reason why usually I don't kit up Elizabeth Ward storage containers, because oh my goodness, I do take a bit, and static slows me down a lot, especially with these containers, as you can see. Well, the dryer sheet did do the trick. Oh, it actually, I estimated it. Oh, I'm glad it's been this little medium one. I'll order them. Sorry, I'll organize them at the end. I paint by symbol, so I usually organize everything by symbol. So I'm going to go for the larger ones first, mostly because I love all of my diamonds whenever I put them in the storage unit in one tray. I've done it once where I've had a painting real large that I needed 2 trays. I was not a fan of that. Oh yeah, this goes in the middle one too. This one's 452. Oh, the next one. That's kind of funny. And yeah, I kept getting so mixed up when I had the two trays, and they do take up a lot of room. So that's why I stopped doing that. And I try really hard to make sure they all fit in one tray. That makes sense, right? And mostly because, as I said, it takes up a lot of room, so it takes up a lot of space on my desk whenever I'm painting. And this painting I'm going to be doing here mostly at home. I'm not taking it to my office or anything. So that's why I decided to use it in the Elizabeth Ward tray, because I always have it here by my side. So whenever I decide, oh, for this day I'll work on this painting, I can just pick it up. I really hope I know I'm going to finish it by the time. I'm actually going to change it a bit, because since the dry sheet's a little big, give me a moment. I'm going to get another tray. Oh, there we go. I was being really careful because I have a habit of dropping everything. And I have a lot of trays stacked up on the side, because whenever I work on paintings, so my other side paintings, I have them in trays and I just have them stacked up. I don't have the little tray system. I used to, but I cannot locate it through all of my boxes. So I just have them stacked up. And oh, perfect. They all fit in here. And yeah, I'm trying to see what I wanted to talk about today. And I'm also kind of focused, making sure which are really large bags. Apologies for that. So, how are y'all doing? I hope y'all are having a wonderful weekend and, you know, be able to relax, paint, or any other craft you want to do. I think this needs a medium. Yeah, it looks like it'll, well, it might be, well, yeah, I already pulled it out. Let me do it. And yeah, I hope you're enjoying your wonderful weekend. Myself, I'm just trying to get ahead of a lot of paintings, which stay tuned for this week, because I sat down and I've been picking up a lot of my side paintings I have, mostly a lot of whips. And I started thinking, you know what, I need to give a status update. And I'm going to do a month in review for April, so stay tuned for that video. Because I actually watched another diamond painter do their month in review, and I thought, oh my goodness, yeah, that's right, we're already in the start of May. So I'll give y'all a month in review of all my completions, and I'll include the status update for some of the whips I have. Here's the funny thing, and I'll probably mention it in that video as well. When I was going through all of my whips and everything, deciding, oh, which is the one I'm going to work on, I have over 20 whips. I did the final count, and I did not know I had that many. I just knew I had whips. I would work on one and remember, oh yeah, I started this one, and I would pick it up from where I have them stored. Sorry, this one really was stuck in there. And I just started working on them. I never sat down and actually counted them. And yeah, I have over 20 whips. And I didn't catch that. And that's including the ones that I brought over from last year. And then, of course, I included some new ones, because Rosie never finishes her paintings. I do. It's just, my issue now is time. So that's why I can't finish them as quickly as I used to do. And I really forgot to get the label off of this one. This one is 648. So luckily I only have 3 little packets in my little trash pot thing I have here. So I can't remember, put the label first. Oh yeah, that's not too bad. I'm just worried that if I do end up using a lot of these bigger ones, and apologies for the traffic, I'm close to a road, and I'm recording late afternoon, so sorry about that. I'm worried it can take up a lot of space, and I'm gonna need more than one tray. And yeah, over 20 whips. And even I was I shocked myself, thinking, oh my goodness, how did I get it that big? And I originally had said I wanted to clear out all the whips from last year, just because I really wanted to start the year fresh. But unfortunately, that never works for me. And if I find any diamonds, I'm putting them aside real quick. And yeah, it's just, oh goodness, 20 whips, jeez. And I don't want to say, it doesn't really bother me. I'm not one of those that, oh my goodness, I didn't finish it. And no, myself, it doesn't bother me. That's how I get away with 20 whips. I'm just real happy when I actually get to finish it. And mostly because I don't know. I do. We all, all of us diamond painters, we get so happy whenever we complete a whip. Because we know, ooh, one more. Ooh, sorry, I almost dropped that. One more done. And you move on to the next one. Or apparently in Rosy's case, move on to a new one. And forget the other whips. I think that's my habit too. I forget that. So that's why I end up with 20. And they're all okay. I always store them back in their original boxes. And then I only take them out when I'm going to work on them. And when I'm done working on them for the day, whichever one I've decided to work on, I just put them away. Just so they're nice and safe. And I'm happy that I have a couple whips that are squares. They're not all rounds. Don't get me wrong. I have a lot of round paintings. But I'm really excited that I've been working on more square ones. Take me forever, but that's why they end up being whips. I'm just really excited that I report I have a couple of squares. I think, yeah, this will need a medium one. I'm just kind of eyeballing it a bit, thinking, which one will need one? This one will, because I think it will be way too large for the small ones. So 762 is the next color. And it's really throwing me off because I'm not going in order. And yeah, oh, apologies. The reason I said about the 20 whips. So that month of review video, I'm also going to include status updates of some of those whips I was working on in April. And it was 4 canvases I kept working on in April. Mostly because in April, that's when I started the Mrs. Butterdy event that's currently still going. So that's why those are current whips. And they're, they're being worked on. And here's the funny story about that one. I originally picked one Mrs. Butterdy canvas, a round one. And I was working on it, and I take it to work and work on it. Oh, the next color is 762. And I started thinking, oh my goodness, I am not going to be able to finish it by the end of the event. The event is 2 months. So, whoops, sorry, I almost dropped those. And I kept thinking, oh my goodness, I'm not going to be able to finish. So I kitted up another one. And it's a square one. It's, apologies. I think it's called Witch's Bedroom, I believe. And it's another Mrs. Butterdy canvas. And I posted it on the event page because they have a group. And I let them know, oh, I'm starting a new one because I want to be able to finish. They all told me, oh, a completion isn't required. You just have to be giving status updates. And I thought, really? And they told me, yeah, you don't need it. A completion isn't required. I have no idea why. I kept thinking over and over, oh my goodness, I need to complete it by the end of the event. No, they just want status updates. Mostly because the event is a little bit more relaxed, as you can say. Ooh, this one does need a medium one. Ooh, sorry about that. Some washi tape fell off of this little item I have hanging. So the next color is 841. And yeah, so now technically I have 2 Mrs. Butterdy canvases I'm working on. And I really don't want to leave either of them as a whip. So I'm trying to work on them as quick as I can. Mostly because the square one, I really want to finish it just so I can have another square completion. Yeah, some of y'all returning viewers, thank you so much for that. I've only had 2 square completions. So I really want to complete some more. And I'm currently working on some other square ones, as I said. But they're larger, so they're going to take me a bit. I have to be careful because I almost spilled that bag. So the dryer sheet folds in and sometimes the little edge gets stuck. So that's why. And I know that doing this method takes a little longer. But it's just I can't not get the dryer sheet to fold in perfectly into the little container. And I don't want to spill them. So I'd rather be safe and have them poured in this little tray and then pour them into the box. I really need to get a funnel. And yeah, so I have 2 of those whips currently working on, and I'm going to give a status update for those 2 because the witch's bedroom is coming out really nicely, and I really love the colors. So I'll give you, as I said, I'll give an update on that. Now that I think about it, I'm actually going to give updates for 2 square paintings. The other painting I'm currently working on is Fairy Tales, the one of the stack of magical books. When I first unboxed it, and I'm going to move these a little closer, I just fell in love with the colors of the diamonds when I was first unboxing it. That I thought, you know what, I am going to work on that one. Mostly because I knew I needed to work on more squares. And for these larger bags, I think that was it. Oh, nope, this one has 2 colors. I think I need to move up to the next size, which is this one. Yeah, should be more than enough. Yeah, I don't want to overfill it. This color is 3861. So that Fairy Tales painting, oh my god. When I started it, I really loved, oh, there's color blocking in it and a little bit of confetti. And I love whenever I get, you know, the painting has a mix of both. I like either style. I'm not real picky about that. And yeah, until I finished the little section I kept working on, I moved on to the next section. And then the section after that and after that. And a whole bunch of confetti started popping out of nowhere. And I started thinking, oh, this is going to take me forever. And the confetti helps the effect because the painting it does have a little pile of magical books, but I'm not too sure if they're on a table or if they're set on an older book. But the confetti effect gives the little item kind of an antique, faded kind of effect. So I get why I have to, and I grabbed the wrong label. It's 3861. I grabbed 3761. It's a good thing I caught it before I poured it. So 3861. Oh, and it's the last one. I didn't really notice that. Sorry about that. And yeah, when I started moving ahead, I started seeing all the confetti. But the neat thing that I really love that painting, that's why I'm having so much fun working on it. I'm slowly seeing it starting to do the effect of making the aged look of either the book or the table. I can't figure out which one it is. I think it's a book. Once I finish the whole little area, I think I can finally see what it looks like completed. And seeing the effect starting to come out, oh my goodness, it's so pretty to watch. Especially when I finish a section and I review. I always, you know, stop at the section and I check on my camera. Because as we all know, for some reason, the paintings always look really, really nice through the camera. So I did that, and it's just so beautiful. And actually, you can actually catch it if you're not, you know, seeing it through a camera. But it's so pretty how the effect's coming out. And so I am having so much fun working on that canvas. But it's a square, so I know it's taking me a bit, but I'm getting a lot faster on multi-placing with squares. Mostly because of that canvas, because I keep focusing on it. That's why I have so many whips. Whoops, I just dropped them. I didn't notice it's still in the tray. And here we go. There are 4 paintings I'm going to give status updates because they were the 4 that I've been focusing on. Oh, that was more than enough. Thank goodness. I was worried I was overfilling it a bit. So since that was the last really large one, I don't see any others. Oh my goodness, I feel they are going to need small ones. Let's go in order. Thank goodness. The smaller ones in the beginning, majority of them were the small ones. As you can see, this wonderful AB doesn't really have that much. So it needs a little canister or a little box. Apologies. And what was the 4th one? Oh my goodness, I forgot. And I was actually working on it earlier. I was painting earlier. Trying to remember the top of my head. Oh, I think I have it written on the side real quick. Oh, darling, I'm sorry I forgot about you. Stardust. The one of the young lady that's under an umbrella with stars falling. You know, she's looking up and she's seeing the stardust falling. from the umbrella onto her. And that one, oh my goodness, if I did not have any other paintings to work on, I would just focus on that painting only. I love that painting. I love working on that painting. And yeah, that's why I wanted to put that one at, you know, well, since I am currently working on it, it's going to be one of my update ones, which is funny because I'm giving you all a full explanation right now. So I gotta cut back. I gotta save some for the video. But that's the fourth one. And oh my goodness, I love that canvas. I just want to say that a billion times. And last I had seen, that canvas got discontinued. It's a diamondart canvas. And, oh no, this one needs a medium. Yay, I don't have to use a little one. So let me just take the label off. And, ooh, I'm really worried to take it off because sometimes it doesn't like, sometimes the labels do pop off real easily. Ooh, thank goodness this one did. And this size. And there we go. The Diamondart Club labels, I have no issues popping them off from Elizabeth Ward containers. I have no idea why. I originally, when I first started kitting up onto containers, I had some labels leave behind the sticky residue from the glue. For some reason, I don't really have that issue with Diamondart Club labels. I don't know why. And I had seen from another diamond painter that I've watched randomly, because sometimes I just pick up some videos. They were doing a Diamondart Club canvas, an older one, and I just saw a little bit of static, so let me just get it out. And yeah, they had a lot of difficulty removing the labels from Elizabeth Ward storage. And it did it. It left a lot of sticky residue, and I started thinking, oh my goodness, I guess that's the difference, because she said that it was an older canvas. I guess the labels also got updated too, to the current ones. Because I haven't had one that had such difficulty removing it. Did I got it all? Yeah. Ooh, I'm glad I needed a medium. So, oh, apologies. As I was saying. So, yeah. So, that will be my status video. Usually, I don't... The reason I kind of stopped doing the monthly, I guess, review... Well, I don't know how to word it. Completion review? I guess you can call it that. Ooh, let me get the label first. And this one is 131. The reason I kind of stopped doing it is because since a lot of my completions are near the end of the month, that I feel kind of bad to kind of put it again a couple days later. Oh, this is the review that of the painting you probably saw 2 days ago. So that's why I stopped doing it. But I really am... I was so proud of myself that I completed so many in April. So that's why I kind of want to give it a review. And gave me the idea of putting the status update in the same video. Mostly because if y'all want to go back and see, hey, I remember she showed me that painting. And once I do the next update video, next color is 141, y'all can reference it real quick thinking, it was that painting. I think of it as myself because I do watch a lot of other YouTube channels. So I love whenever diamond painting channels do that because I can always go back and review. I don't know if I can fit them all into the small container. No, let's get a medium one. I have plenty of them. As y'all can see, I have a lot of these medium ones. So I might as well put them in there. And yeah, that's why I kind of like that idea. So that's why I'm going to try it this time. Because I don't believe my last update video. Sorry, last month of review. Oh, there you go. It's called month of review. Video. I did a status update on it. I think it was just reviewing. Or, sorry, letting y'all seeing the completions I did for the month before. Yeah, and if I like the style, I think I'll keep doing it for the month. Which means I have to do more completions. Oh, but I'm happy to say, which you'll probably see the video later this week, I've already did my first completion in May. Stay tuned for it. And I was so excited when I was able to complete it right before May ended. Actually, apologies. Right at the beginning of the month. I actually finished it May 2nd, I believe. And I've been working on it on the side. Mostly because I was getting really close to finishing it near the end of April. But I started focusing on my other whips that I had, mostly because every now and then when I work on a round, oh, apologies for that, there's a car that started playing some bass out of their stereo, sorry. And yeah, anytime I was working on a round, I started thinking, you know what, I really want to work on a square. So whenever I finished what section I was working on for the day, I switched over to a square. And so that's why I have a couple of different standbys, updates on some of the canvases, because I decided 116.9. Yeah, I did put the label. I wasn't sure if I did. So yeah, that's why I have some of those squares. And that's why that painting ended up, I had to wait a bit. Ooh, let me get that one out. That I was able to time it just right to complete it in May. Mostly because I really wanted a May completion already. 225. Oh, perfect. It needs a little one. So it worked out at the end. And it came, I won't say much about it because I have some comments. It's a beautiful canvas. It really is. And again, it's I'm going to be honest with y'all. A majority of my completions are going to be diamondart because I own a lot of them. No joke. I own a lot of them. So, and I do have one Orloa I'm working on the side. I need to do more updates on it. It's a square painting. And I think if I do one more completion in this month, apologies, I'll pick up that one and work on it a bit more. It is a square. The only reason that it's taking a bit, it has a lot of confetti. So that's why it's kind of slowing me down a bit. And it's a square. Double reasons. And the next color is 311. Oh, it's this really pretty blue. I like it. Sorry about that. I'm really focusing now. Thinking what else? For myself, everything's been fine. Work is work, as always. Trying to start on a new project, which I really love. I really do love to work. I love working. I really do. And not just because it gives me a paycheck to, you know, buy more paintings. Okay, maybe a little bit. But I like what I do. So that's why for me, I don't have issues. I just, you know, work is work, as I say. That's the best way I can word it. The next color is 312. See how I said I need smaller boxes because usually the beginning, it's always the smaller amount. So, and I do have others that are kitted up, and I'm really trying to finish one. Actually, oh, I should put that as a 5th status update video. One day I started working on my spangler. Oh, that poor spangler. It's, I'm trying to remember the name of it. It's the one with the dragon steeping tea in a cup that I've shown y'all before during some of my working chats. Oh, that poor canvas. That one, I have a funny story for that one. I kind of messed up the diamonds on it. And yeah, that one, I'll save the story for when I do the status update video. I'll add it to the list. I originally was going to do 4. I'll do 5. Because as I said, I have 20 whips. Means I'm going to have a kind of a long update section in that video. And oh my goodness, that poor painting. And I really want to finish that one. I want to finish that one. I don't know if that would be my second completion in May. Because it is such a large painting. And I think I already hit halfway point in it. But it's not that, and I'm way faster on painting rounds. So it's not, that's what's slowing me down. It's really large. That's the issue I have with it. And next color, 321. Well, it's not an issue. That sounds kind of rude, but that's why I'm taking a bit to complete it. It's just, it's a really large painting. But then I'm working on fairy tales. I can't use that as an excuse. So that's why I don't know. It's just, and that wonderful spangler is a whip from last year. I started it for an event and I didn't get to complete it. So, and it was a poor whip from 2024. And the next color is 356. Ooh, I am going to run out of the little boxes. And yeah, and I have so many canvases. I want to start new ones that I want to start for this year, but I really want to finish those whips. And I know, I don't, no one's telling me, oh, you have to complete them because, that's how it works. No, goodness, no. Even I know that's not true. I don't know. I just feel bad just having them there piled up and never being completed. Because I see them too. I have them designated in a spot in my room that I always see them. And I don't know. I just feel kind of bad. So that's why I always try to at least work on a section every now and then. Just so I can get ahead on it. Sorry, these orange ones really were a little bit. And they're so little, but they have so much static. As you can see, they're stuck in the box. I really like when they're all itty bitty, that small amount. Let's scoot this down real quick. Because I'm going to need another small one. And I'm on my last one. This is my last little one. I double checked all of my boxes. All of my little Elizabeth Ward containers. No, I didn't have any free ones of the little ones. Of the smaller ones. Apologies. So I'm going to pour this one in here because this one has a lot of static. And I don't want to struggle a bit. So I need to buy some more. I originally did buy some more. But I've been using them for the other paintings I have kitted up. And I originally was going to put these in a tube storage. Same thing. I have other paintings kitted up in those. So, as I said, I just need to finish paintings. Or complete paintings. And I didn't catch the number on this one. Oh, 433, right? Yeah. Because I stopped on number 10. Yeah. Well, it's a good thing I'm doing these in order. And yeah, that's why I'm using Elizabeth Ward now. Again, I keep sounding like I'm making an excuse. Sorry for that. I don't know why. To me, it sounds like it. So, sorry. So, number 12 is 435. Even though they're not that many, I'm going to have to use a medium one. Because, as I said, I don't have any small ones anymore. I'm going to see if I can use all of this size before I move on to the next large one. I don't think I need to move to the larger ones because only the packet that had I had 2 packets, needed that larger one. But these, I think I can get away with this larger, the next level. And it's going to look super funny. It's going to be a lot more box than diamond, which is kind of funny. That's happened to me before for another painting I've kitted up a long time ago. It just looks, to me, it looks funny. It looks kind of odd. But the diamond has a lot of luxurious space in the little box. See, as I said, these smaller ones have a lot of static. Whoop, and there we go. It's trying to fly away from me, but I'm trying to see if I can get him to go in. I gotta remember the next time I do start a new kit up. Apologies, I know I can't talk. I'm gonna do the freezer trick, and the freezer trick is you poke some holes into the baggies of the diamonds, and then you put them all in the freezer. Apparently, the condensation helps the static to kind of stop or go away, or I don't know how to word it. And I've seen a couple of diamond painters do the technique, so I thought, oh, maybe I should do it, because this one, I did see some, see, as I said, it's a lot of box for this little amount of diamonds. I did see some diamond painters use that technique, so I thought maybe I should try it. But I kind of didn't see a lot of static in these diamonds, and this is 436. But now that I'm actually opening them, okay, now I see the static. I'll do it for the next one when I complete some more. Oh, speaking of completing some more, so I had set up a video a while ago. I don't remember. I think probably a week ago, or a week and a half ago, that if I complete 2 round paintings in May, I'm gonna kit up that wonderful Chuck Pinson painting I keep seeing. That's in my stash, of course. It's a round painting. Because I own a lot of landscapes. I haven't completed a landscape. Plot twist, right? So I'm planning to kit that one up. But it might take a bit because my last couple of rounds, oh my goodness, that is like super, a lot of blocks for this diamond. Sorry, it just looks funny. So, and I need to do the unboxing video for that painting. I haven't shown it to y'all yet, so stay tuned for that. I think I'm going to put it this week. Mostly because it's such a beautiful painting. And I love Chuck Pinson's paintings. I own a lot, as I said, and both round and square. And I just really want to complete one because as I said, I haven't done a landscape. Shame on me. I own a lot, haven't completed them. And I love landscapes, I really do. So I'm really excited to work on it. But I did say I need to complete 2, and that's just for myself. No one's telling me again, oh, you have to do 2? No. Since I know I have so many more rounds than square whips, that's why I thought, let me complete 2. Again, so much watch for the little diamond. And the next color is 632, and this one's a little bit, hey, this one will actually be perfect for the medium one. Oh, it's such a beautiful painting, and I kind of forgot already what it was called. I just see it and I know which painting it is. Which is real funny because I was looking through, every now and then whenever Diamondart does restocks for their paintings, I always double check to see, because I always try to buy 2 canvases, mostly for free shipping. I'm not the only one that does that, I can tell you that. And also sometimes you can get a little, I have a little discount code, or I find one, or I'm able to use it. So I kept seeing the Chuck Pinson one always being available, so I always keep thinking, oh, maybe I should pick that one up, but I never do because I always find another one that I already had this one on my wish list, let me buy this one for the free shipping. That's my defense. I'm sticking with it. And so I kept seeing it till one day when I was going through my stash in my closet, that's where I always keep all my diamonds, I found that I owned it. And here's the thing, if in case you've never purchased through Diamondart if you ever purchased a canvas before, and if you actually go to the description of the canvas, later on, or in the logbook, because the logbook does tell you what you've purchased before, it'll say there previously purchased. For some reason, this poor painting didn't say that, so that's why I always assumed, oh, I don't own it. And the next color is 676. Oh goodness, this is a really little. And yeah, I don't know why the indicator never showed that I already purchased it. So as I said, I found it in my stash. And when I found it in my stash, that's when I fell in love all over again with this wonderful canvas. That's why I want to work on it. And yeah, jeez, I have no idea why I never remembered it. And it's such a beautiful painting. I just don't know why it never stayed in my memory. Actually, that happened to another painting, I think. Actually, now it's bugging me. Let me double check something. Hold on. Because I have it here on the side. Yeah, it is. It's Woodland Oasis. That's the one I want to work on. Where I'm going to do an unboxing for. Oh, why am I doing that? And yeah, for some reason the indicator didn't show that I purchased it. So that's why every time I kept looking at it, I kept thinking, ooh, I think today will be the day I will buy it. It's a good thing I didn't, because I didn't know I already had it. And I've doubled the paintings, and yeah, I'd rather, not go through that, trying to send it back and all of that. Oh goodness, I think that'd be a little crazy for me. So so stay tuned for that unboxing. It is as I said, is such a beautiful painting, and I like it because there's a lot of color changing in it, and I don't know, it's just, when you see the painting, you'll see why I find it so relaxing. The image, to me, I just find it so relaxing. So if you've never seen it before, you'll see it when I unbox it. Who knows, you might fall in love with it. Last time I saw, I believe it was in stock, but I haven't checked recently. So I'm not too sure if it's still there. But a majority of the Chuck Pinson ones always come back. They always get restocked. So that's why, for some that I've liked that I didn't get to pick up, I always wait till next time. Because trust me, I have more than enough paintings. And No, that wasn't a diamond. That was trash. Yeah, I saw a little section stuck in the bag. Now it's a little trash piece in there. There we go. It's not a lot, so... And I know there's a little straggler in there. I'll take care of it when I'm painting. And the next color is 700. I love that it's green. There's a whole bunch of greens coming up. There was another Chuck Pinson painting that I knew I bought it. I just didn't remember what the name was. And I believe it's called Relaxing on the Farm, I believe. And that painting is funny. The reason I love that... The cabbages. So, it sounds funny when I say it. So, if you've ever seen that canvas, it's a wonder... You'll see a little wonderful walkway leading into the ranch with some horses in the distance. Some little pheasant birds just hanging out near the front. But in the entrance part, there are some cabbages. Purple and green. For some reason, those cabbages won me over. And that's why I really wanted that canvas. And I did remember I owned it. I wasn't sure where it was. And I did find it when I was cleaning out. I'm sorry, when I was organizing my closet. Again, same situation. I was thinking of buying it. Again, I forgot I own it. And I'll find it again. I don't believe I've unboxed that one, so I'll make sure to unbox it. So maybe you'll fall in love with the cabbages as well. I have no idea why I love the cabbages in that painting. It's in the beginning. It's the first thing you see when you look at the canvas. It's in the beginning part of the walkway. And you see these little packed cabbages growing on the side. And I don't know. I just really love those cabbages. They're so pretty, and I really love the color. And it has a soft pastel look. The whole painting does. I think that's why it won me over. I'm not sure if I said the number. This number is 702. Oops, sorry. I was just really focusing on getting the label on there. I think I'm able to get all of these into the medium size. I just need to get more once I finish them all. So apologies. I usually try to have already, enough on the side, but I really thought I might not need to use them, but I figured, because like I said, always in the beginning, the first beginning colors always need, to me, what I've seen, always need the small boxes. There aren't that many in the little pack. So you can see there's barely any in there. So let me get the label. I almost forgot. Oh, let me see the time. Oh, of course, it's 42 minutes. Apologies. As I said, I take a little longer with this storage unit. I really do need to get a funnel. And the next color is 738. Which I believe, yeah, it's the size. Oh, yeah, there's only 3 left. I'll have to get some right now. And I really want to start on this canvas. As I said, I just have a couple months because I want to give it as a gift. So I can be working on this on the side. And I do apologize. My chat is probably all over the place. I should keep notes, but I really don't. Most of the time I'm talking on the top of my head. And mostly because I remember, oh yeah, I wanted to mention this. So that's why that happens. So the next color is 740. Ooh, I really like this orange. Whoops. And oh, I see one that I escaped. I'll put it on the side just so I make sure not to think it's this color, and I don't want to mix any. Ooh, I'm trying to go a little faster because, as I said, I saw this 42 minutes. And let me put this aside. Oop. I already put the label. No, I didn't. I was about to put it in the box. Yeah, I think the next investment I'm going to do is a funnel for my poor Elizabeth Ward. As I said, I own 5 of these. I really do. It's our usual thing when we first start diamond painting. We buy everything we can think of because we think we need everything. 741 is this next color. So that's what happened to me, because the first storage containers I ever saw was Elizabeth Ward. And I thought, oh, so that's what they used? Let me buy a couple So, you know, because I already knew I was going to end up working more than one painting. So I always have some ready, you know, when I kit it up. Slowly did I learn that I did not need to own so many. So 5 will be the most of these storage. I'm not going to buy more. The only thing I'll probably purchase more of is more of the little containers. As I kept saying over and over, apologies for that. I always end up using the small ones the most. 758 is the next color. So I'm going to buy some more. And they do, Amazon actually does sell the little containers if you just need the containers and not the whole box. And they're the actual Elizabeth Ward brand, not, you know, a third party or anything like that. Which I don't mind, but I always just kept finding Elizabeth Ward, so. And they're really not that expensive if you just buy the little containers, so. Well, I do get some of them discounted because I have Amazon Prime, and sometimes they discount some items. For some reason, these boxes, these little boxes, ooh, that, the little label had static too. We're also discounted as well, so that's why I plan to buy some more, because the last time I checked, they were discounted again. Oh, those little boxes, I never have enough. This had a lot of statics. I had to make sure I put it on the dryer sheet. Whoop. And there we go. Oh, and this color was 758, in case I didn't say the color. I'm sorry, in case I didn't say the number. Oh, it's this nice little pretty orange. And next color, oh, these actually will need the medium boxes. There's 775. Plot twist, I actually ran out of the medium boxes. So give me one moment. I'm going to get some. I have some here on the side. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Yay, I found a whole bunch of these second a little. I have no idea how to call them. I usually have them in a bag since they all don't fit in the tray and I don't want to lose them. So I have them in this little kind of not Ziploc, kind of a bag that has a zipper on it. So I didn't notice that I threw them all in. All of this size though, I was like, woo, like cheering to myself. I think my neighbors are probably thinking, what is wrong with this girl? So excited about finding some boxes. And as I said, our walls are real thin in my apartment, so they probably heard me cheering about this. And 775 is this wonderful blue color. Yay, I'm super happy. So I think this will be more than, these medium ones are going to be more than enough for, because I do not have that many colors left. I'm getting worried though. And 780 is the next color, which I have to make a note. I'm going to make a note to make sure to buy smaller ones. Another box of the smaller containers. I do apologize. I keep repeating that over and over. I'm mostly thinking of myself too. So the next time, and I do want to be kitting up in these storage containers because I do like them. It's just the only issue is I need a funnel. Okay, that's the next thing. Two things actually. A funnel and small boxes. And the next color is 803. Beautiful blue color. I am really excited to work on this canvas. And I haven't had a chance. Actually, this is the first canvas that I'm giving as a gift. I haven't had a chance to do that. The only other item I've diamond painted that I've given a gift was a mini dazzle. But the painting I chose for the mini dazzle, I knew the person I was gifting it to was going to like it a lot. So that's why I gifted that. But a canvas, like a whole canvas, no, I haven't done that. So I'm real excited to give this as a gift. I know they're going to love it because they like beaches. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. And I'm just super excited to, I don't know, it's just, to me, I think of it kind of like cooking or baking. Actually, I'll use baking because I bake more. That, especially if you're baking, you know, for someone else, not just, you know, for yourself or, well, you know what, even for yourself. If you put a little love and, you know, it makes you happy and it gives, you know, you care, I believe the result always comes out really good. That's just me though. And I treat that as well whenever I was gifting I'm a crocheter, just in case, you know, I haven't said it a billion times. Whenever I've gifted items to, you know, to friends, family, and all of that, it always made me real happy, you know, while I'm working on the item and when I gift it to them. So I like to think that I will have the same kind of, you know, be happy about working on this painting since I know it's going to be a gift. Apologies if it sounds a little cheesy. Next color is 833. So I'm really excited to work on this one. But again, I am not going to let my poor whips just be there in the background for a while I'm working on this. As I said, it's smaller. So it's a smaller canvas than the other ones I'm working on. So this shouldn't take me long. Ooh, apologies. I was wondering when you were going to show up, Mr. Plane. Yeah, there is a plane that was flying by really, really low, so that's why I muted it. Oh, and just in case, I actually haven't done a... Actually, my last chat, I didn't have any planes interrupting. Where I live, I'm in pretty much in the flyover for planes when they're landing. So sometimes there's really, really loud planes. When they get too close and it gets way too loud, that I have tried it before. The editing is just, I just cannot get it to make it really muted. I'll mute the mic, so apologies if I suddenly stop. Yes, suddenly get muted, but I make sure to, you know, keep working on what I'm showing y'all in this situation. Am I kidding up? That the static will not stop. And yeah, I make sure so it's not, if nothing happens and it's all muted. To me, I'm like, ooh, that's a little creepy. And then just a pair of hands and you just stop. So 926 is the next color. And ooh, this is a really pretty teal. You'll see it in a moment. So that's always make sure to mute for the planes because they get real loud. That is such a pretty color. I love teal. I love blue. It's my favorite color, but I love teals as well. Especially when they're really nice and dark teals. I really like those. Or really bright teals. I just like teal. It's down. This has a lot, so if it's a larger bag. Ooh, I'm gonna make sure to get it all out. And there we go. Let me just pour them out real quick. And there we go. I love that I found out about this trick with... Ooh, apologies. I really focused on that. With the dryer sheet. Oh, goodness. Shout out to Diamonds and Washi. That channel is where I learned this trick. She was doing a KitUp video, and as I said, I do watch a lot of diamond painters, and I watched her video. I apologize, I do not remember which KitUp video it was. I watched a lot of them. And I was having problems with a lot of static that she learned about this technique of pouring the diamonds into the dryer sheet and then pouring the diamonds into the container. Well, for me, it's a tray since I can't get them to go in there. And I saw how it would work. So the first time I ever did it, it works, and that's why I always do it now. And I really love that I found out about that technique. So shout out to her channel. And if you haven't, check her out. She has a lot of neato videos, and that's why I really love watching a lot of her, especially with techniques and all of that. And that's how we all diamond painters learn, I think. We all, you know, we all see what each other's doing, and we all get to learn something new. That's why I really love watching a lot of diamond painting channels. I always pick up something somewhere. And yeah, and I'll put her information, I'll put her channel in my description just in case you're curious and, you know, to see what other items, other videos you'd like to watch. And I love watching whipping chats, KitUp and chats, anything with a chat. Majority of the time I use it as background noise when I'm painting or most of the time it's when I'm painting. So, and I'll look up and I'll see, you know, oh, this is the painting they're working on, or that's how I learned a lot of my techniques of, especially with squares, on how to multi-place the squares, because I'd watch how other painters would do it. Next color is 947. It sounds a little creepy when I word it that way, but I just have to watch it, and majority of the time I can kind of copy it a bit, but I'll practice a bit. That's how I did it with the squares, especially when I was learning how to multi-place better with them, because I already knew how to multi-place with rounds. Squares I really wanted to learn, so I would watch how other painters would do it, and everyone has different techniques, which is really neat because I got to see, ooh, how many different styles there are of multi-placing, especially with squares. So in the end, with all the practice I did with that poor square painting of mine I showed last month that I completed, I kept practicing on that one, and that's why I feel a lot more comfortable multi-placing with squares. Next color is 950, and I'm one of those that honestly, I don't care. They're not straight. I'm like that with my rounds. So I knew I was going to be like that with my squares. And I know squares are really, you can well, unless you're really, really focused on a spot, or really, you know, have the painting right up to your face, you don't really see it really, you know, seeing it going kind of all over the place. Not that I've seen. So that's I know it's not going to be straight because I'm not going to fix it. So that's why my square painting that I showed last month as my completion, I was a little nervous showing it because I knew, ooh, there's a lot of gapping and it's really, really crooked. And next color is 3325. And let me see. I have to turn them because whenever I organize them, oh, it's this color. Oh, it's so little. Yeah, I was a little nervous showing that painting. But it's that painting, I wasn't gifting it. And don't get me wrong, if I'm gifting, especially a square painting, and this painting that I'm going to gift to, I'm going to make sure it's nice and straight and just really, really beautiful looking, because it's going to be a gift. So if I'm giving it to myself, I don't really care. But since I know I'm gifting it to someone, ooh, that static didn't want to let me go. I want it to look nice and presentable. So that's why I do that. And let me see. Alright, now I have an issue. I ran out of the medium squared ones. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 more colors. I gotta go hunting again. So give me one moment. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. One more time. So what I had to do is, as I said, I have other paintings that are kitted up with Elizabeth Ward, and this is 3328. I shifted that painting over to another, well, kind of storage containers. I think I've showed them before. The little tray of the small boxes, and I forget, oh, I have that, and the reason I didn't use it for this painting is because I think I would need a lot of different trays, and I didn't want to have multiple trays. So I believe that's why I didn't use, oops, yeah, this goes in the medium one. That's why I decided not to use that storage unit, so I switched over the other painting. Next color is 3743. That current painting I just have doing on the side doesn't have that many colors. I have no idea why I put in an Elizabeth Ward one. And I apologize. I must come off as really disorganized, but I kind of am not. It's every time I do Elizabeth Ward, y'all. I have no idea why. I have such, well, mostly because I kind of have I have to eyeball it a bit. Okay, we all have to figure out measuring, ooh, how much, what container size, you know, you would need. Next one's 3761, where I accidentally put it on one of these larger ones. So I'm going to move it over to this small one, because if I can't use this larger one, I will not have enough space in the tray. Ooh, there we go. See, I said it's really, for myself, it's really easy to remove these labels off of these containers. So I don't usually have issues other than it looks a little crumbled. But that's okay. It'll stay on the tray. And yeah, it's just, oh my goodness. And I've seen other painters when they do kit ups in these trays, how they look so organized, so professional. Myself, not so much. But I think to each their own. Whatever works for you, works for you. For me, it's just, yeah. It's just fighting with the trees for me. And it's the filter. It's the funnel thing. I'm really gonna, you know what? After this video, I think I'm gonna go try to buy one. Or, actually, the one I keep seeing that I really want to purchase, the next color is 3768. It's specifically for Elizabeth Ward trays. And it's a really huge funnel that you pop it on top of the box. And it's specifically designed for these containers. And the funnel is really large. So you can pour however you want into the funnel. No issue. They'll all funnel down into the container. I just cannot find where you can purchase it. The last thing I had heard was it's 3D printed and that it's from a small business, but I can't find a location. So unless I keep hunting for it. Oh, almost forgot to put the label on that. So this is 37. Why do I keep forgetting to put the labels? Yeah, 3768. The only reason I know is the static from the tray wouldn't let go. That's how I found out which number it was. So if y'all, any of y'all wonderful viewers, if you kind of know what I'm talking about, the funnel for these containers, if you can kindly leave a comment below, just so I can finally end my hunt and actually buy one of those. And I can, you know, hopefully be able to kit up in these containers a lot more than my tube containers. Not that I don't love my tube containers, it's just I just want to show different variety, that there are different kind of container types out there that you might prefer using instead of, you know, any other ones I keep showing over and over. So I just really need to find that funnel. And I apologize. I kept talking about that funnel a whole bunch in this video, so sorry for that. And I do apologize. I think I hit the hour mark. Oop, yes I did. I was trying really hard to keep this video short, but it never does for me, does it? And the next color is 3778, which is not this one. I think I might have moved it. Oh, here it is. Yeah, I did. Whoops, I got them out of order. And this one needs a medium one. Maybe. I have 4 left, and between these two... No, this one needs a medium one. This one I think I can be able to get into the smaller one. So, oh, put the label first. So, and I do apologize for all the pauses, or, yeah, because I really had to go looking for these trays. And, yeah, sorry for that. I usually try to do just, whenever I record the kit up, any of my videos, actually, I try to do it in one shot. I try really hard not to pause or stop the video. As I said, whenever I do the chat, I'm always thinking on top of my head, is because I do not pause. I think I should, but I don't know. It's to me, I just like, I like recording and speaking to y'all, like if you're in front of me. I'm being 100% honest. That's why I do these videos in one shot. It's if I'm talking to someone and not, you know, in myself in my craft room trying to record. Next color is 3790. That, to me, I feel that it's a lot more, what's that term? Personable? I think. You know, make it feel like I'm, you know, talking to you, explaining how my kit ups take so long. I don't know if that's the best wording I can think of, but I don't know. It's just, that's why I always just record that way. I've never been one to show, you know, oh, this is how it perfectly looks. Goodness, no, because I'm not like that in real life. I'm always 100% transparent, so if you see me drop anything, if I'm super off on some things, that's because that's how I really am. And I would like to think that, you know, Some of us are like that as well. We do what we do and work how we work. And all of that. I think that rhymed a bit. Sorry for that. And I think I'm on the last color. Oh, no, plot twist. There's two. Ooh. Now I don't have space. Let me take these small ones out. That's why I was getting worried that if I was going to use medium ones, I was going to run out of space. And the next one is 3841. Oh, no, these last two, I believe I can get them. Wrong number. 3818. Apologies for that. I stopped myself because I was about to put the label and pour that color. And yeah, I figured the last ones didn't have that many, so that's why I figured, ooh, let me get some more smaller ones, which I always ended up needing. I do know that some of the earlier colors, well, no, if I get them all to fit, I think I should just leave them there instead of moving them out. Excuse me. For the medium ones that I used for the really small amount in the bag, I think I'll just leave them there because everything's fitting in the tray. And our next color is 3841. This is our last one. Yay, finally. And oh, don't get me wrong, I love kitting up. I really do. It's just, I feel bad that my videos are long. And this one is going to have to go in the dryer sheet. There's a lot of static in the bag. I don't know why. I love tapping the bag like that. I don't know why. I know it's to help the diamonds get out, but I just think it's kind of funny. And, whoop, sorry. I know when I do that, I spill everywhere, so that's why I always make sure for the tray. After the tray made a comeback. And I love these trays. These are Bella Art, so I have a lot of Bella Art diamonds, so that means I have a lot of the trays. And yay! Got to finish these, and I have two little small ones left, but I think I'm going to put them aside. Put them back in my little storage thing. Again, the name of this painting was Coastal Window. Being really secretive, because I really don't think the person I'm gifting it to watches, but I want it to be a surprise. So, sorry if I'm not. I keep flashing the image so much, it's just, I want it to be a surprise, y'all. And let me get everything cleaned up a bit. I don't know why I have a square diamond, but that's all right. I'm okay with that. Have no wishes at all. So let me move this aside real quick. And there we go. As I said, I really do love the storage unit. It's just, oh my goodness, you small ones. You always run out real fast. And as I said, I just need to organize a bit more. Find the funnel, and I'll be able to show this more to y'all. Oh, I really love this tray. And I love that it's all, I was able to fit it all in one. So yay. I'm going to keep this on the side because I said I'm going to be working on this painting at home. So stay tuned for it. A couple months from now, I'll give you all a post review for this wonderful canvas because I already had given it as a gift. So I'm real excited to work on this. And all of the items I used today, I'll make sure to put a description below if maybe this kind of storage type is your favorite as well. Oh, I really like these. And again, if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back. I really do appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, all I ask is if you could do the usual. If you can like, comment, and subscribe, I really appreciate that as well. Really helps put the channel out there, and it really helps me the opportunity to show all of these wonderful diamond paintings we love to do, no matter how they're kitted up. And again, thank you for your time, and have yourself a wonderful day. Thank you.